Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, or depending on what time you're watching this, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. Today, I am in Maitland, Florida, going to see a screening of Bugonia in 35mm at the Enzian Theater. Now, first of all, happy Halloween, everybody. Hope everybody has a good Halloween. But also, this is a special one for me today because the Enzian Theater happens to be actually one of my favorite movie theaters that I've ever been to. So I first discovered this theater when I was going to film school down here back in 2012, and I went and saw a couple of movies here with my then girlfriend at the time. And when we discovered it, we were like, man, this is like a hidden gem. So the Enzian Theater, it actually is a renovated house turned into a movie theater with a really nice, like, kind of surrounding yard to it. Now, of course, I'm here at night, so it's going to be a little hard to be able to see everything completely. But basically, where the house is, there's the movie theater. They also have an outside bar/restaurant as well. Now, you have a server for the entire theater experience, so there's no actual snack bar that you go up to and order. You sit down, they give you the menu, you order, and they bring it to you, kind of like Alamo Drafthouse. So I've probably seen like maybe a handful of movies here, and when I knew I was coming to Florida, Bugonia is one of the movies that I really wanted to see, and when I saw that they were playing it here, I was like, perfect. And you know what? I got to see it on 35mm, and one of my best friends who I went to film school with, Chris, is actually going to be joining me tonight, and he should be here soon. And yeah, man, I can't wait. I can't wait to see this movie. You know, this is one of those theaters, kind of like Vidiot's, where it's just, they're very into like the independent theater, independent cinema, things like that. You know, it's not your chain theater experience, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. So I'm going to walk around for a little bit, and then I'm probably going to go grab my seat, and I'll show you what I can show you. All right. So basically, this area right here is where they do like movies in the park kind of thing. As you can see, all the chairs here, and they got kind of like a lounge area here. So I think they put a screen up right here on certain times of the year, most likely like summertime. And they do like free movies in the park kind of a thing, which is really cool. You can see right over here, they have kind of like little seating levels, kind of like a stadium seating kind of thing. So I think people can bring their own chairs, and they set up the screen. And then there's the bar right there, which is basically attached to the theater area. So that's the bar restaurant right there. As you can see, people, it's pretty busy here tonight, actually. And then we'll walk around. It's very, very pretty around here. A lot of greenery. Very Florida with these like willow trees as well. And they have a lot of parking. So depending on what area you come in, you can either park all the way around here, or you can park, they got a bigger parking lot all the way down here. I basically just parked over there. But yeah, this is like their kind of main parking lot. When you come in, I know it's dark, hard to see, but yeah, a lot of parking spots over here. So the name of the bar, it's actually called Eden Bar. And I believe it's open during the day, even when there's no movies going on. You can see their little marquee over here, what they're playing. So they got Bugonia playing all week, matinee, a couple matinee show times, and then a night show time. They're also playing sneakers, again, 35mm. They even got this guy chilling out in the front. And of course, it being Halloween tomorrow, they got a lot of decorations for Halloween going on. I think the last time I was here was about 2 years ago. I actually came and saw a screening of Hocus Pocus on a date, and it was a lot of fun. So yeah, Eden Bar is basically the bar restaurant, which is right here. A lot of people there. A lot of cool decorations. It's a pretty big area. A lot of stuff outside. Like I said, a lot of stuff decorated for Halloween. I'm sure they'll have all that down in a couple days. And this is the back of the theater, and you can definitely see how this is essentially was an old house renovated into a movie theater. Because everybody's waiting in line to go get a seat. This is the theater here. These are like shining carpets. And this is it. This is the theater. So it's not your typical seating. You got like tables, couches, things like that.
You got lucky over there.
Those are more traditional seats down there. And then you got couches. There's the screen. You even got like seating on the side. You can see a little bit more of the theater back here. They also do the Florida Film Festival here every year. But yeah, as you can see, it's not traditional seating. You got tables, couches. If you want like a traditional seat, you can go sit in the front. And this is like the members only section back here. Yeah, this is it. All right, so I decided to start with the artichoke and spinach dip and edamame, and I got a Mick Ultra as well. And we'll see if I get anything else. Also, still waiting on Chris, so see if he wants anything. And there's the projector room up there. You can see their stage right there. They also used to do a monthly film program called Film Slam where you could submit your short films for free, and we actually had one of our short films play here once, and I wasn't living here at the time, but Chris and my other buddy Dustin actually had to go up to the stage, and yeah. And there is the film school I went to, Full Sail.
Unforgettable. Coming to Freaky Fridays, it's Land 9 from Outer Space. Film, food, friends, and a lot more.
As you all know, Enzian is a very special place, and it is for me as well. My film, Prince of Broadway, won the Grand Jury Award at the Florida Film Festival in 2009. 7 years later, we held the premiere of the Florida Project at the theater. And in fact, earlier this year, we even reunited the cast of the Florida Project at Enzian to shoot some material for a new 4K release of the film. Enzian is more than just a theater. It is a destination for film lovers. It's also the home of the only 35mm projector in Orlando. But that projector is 40 years old. It's time to upgrade to a new system that will be able to handle archival prints and 70mm films. And for that, Enzian is asking for your help. But the magic of coming to the theater and the communal experience of that is what makes going to the movies so special. And community support is what keeps art house theaters alive and well. There are so many exciting films that Enzian has planned when this new system arrives, and you can be a huge part of it. I, for one, am excited to see what classic and obscure titles this new projector will put on Enzian's big screen, and hopefully I can come there to present one of them to the audiences at the Enzian. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your support, not just of Enzian, but of my own films and cinema as a whole. Have a great night.
All right, Chris, we just got out of Bugonia. What'd you think?
That was awesome.
You liked it?
I really do. I love sci-fi and horror and the psychological stuff, so it was actually pretty damn good.
I was telling Chris, this movie, he said he hadn't seen it. It reminded me of 10 Cloverfield Lane with the kind of psychological aspect of it. So kind of go in with that kind of mentality of what you might be seeing, but really good. Now it's too dark, so I can't even see myself. Me and Chris just spent like the last 20 minutes talking about it after the movie was over, because it's one of those movies that you're going to talk about and even kind of theorize with whoever you go and go see it or watch it with. So yeah, it was a really entertaining, good time. I'm definitely going to have to rewatch it again just for the little details. But when you watch it that first time, it's going to be for the mystery. I was telling my buddy Chris, it really reminded me of the movie 10 Cloverfield Lane. Anyone that's seen that movie that kind of knows about the paranoia aspect or the mystery aspect of, is this real or is this not real? It's very similar to that, which is not a bad thing. Really, really liked it. And once again, shout out to the Enzian, man. You guys did an awesome job. Showing the movie in 35mm, it really had that feel to it. You could see the little cigarette burns in between transitions from reel to reel. Awesome, awesome stuff. It being technically Halloween at this moment because it's past midnight, it's definitely not a trick. It was definitely a treat coming here to the Enzian Theater, seeing Bugonia in 35mm. if you're ever in Orlando, come to Maitland, come see a movie here at the Enzian. I highly recommend it. All right.
See you, chump.